Welcome, foolish mortals, to a Disney history video. I am your host on today's journey to the past, your ghost host. Today we will be talking about the inevitable extinction of a ride about, well, extinction. Boy, that didn't age well. Yes, we are talking about my favorite ride at Disney's Animal Kingdom, Dinosaur. Dinosaur first opened as one of Animal Kingdom's Day 1 attractions back in April 22 of 1998 under a different name, Countdown to Extinction, which was similar to the ride that we have now. However, it lacked its current pre-show and its entrance sported a Styracosaurus statue, the first dinosaur we see on our tour, instead of the statue of Iguanodon, Alidar, that we have now. In the year 2000, the ride was rethemed to promote the film Dinosaur. It was then promptly renamed from Countdown to Extinction to Dinosaur, with voice talents of Bill Nye the Science Guy. A pre-show featuring actors Felicia Rashad and Wallace Langham was added just before you finish your wait on board the Time Rover. A story of the ride was implemented where we need to journey back to the Cretaceous period. Well, you know, the catch. Well, it just so happens that we are being transported to the literal end of the Cretaceous period, as we are in a race against time as, you know, the meteor, yes, that meteor, is headed our way and we need to rescue an iguanodon named Alidar, or we assume it's Alidar based on the pre-show footage, and bring him back with us to the Dino Institute. Simple as that. A little side note fun fact for you, the original antagonist for the ride was going to be the Tyrannosaurus Rex. However, the discovery of the Carnotaurus, which was made during the planning period of Countdown to Extinction, led to the Carnotaurus replacing the T-Rex as the big baddie of the ride. With the Carno being a fairly new species, we were not entirely sure of the exact appearance, hence the titanic chunky beast that we got rather than the smaller, more sleek and agile species that we know Carnotaurus was today. However, the look of Disney's Carnotaurus has become quite iconic, giving it even, you know, the inaccuracies that it has. Another fun fact for you all, did you all know, now I love this one was my personal favorite, that not only was the T-Rex intended to be the main antagonist for the film, it was also replaced by the Carnotaurus. There was originally going to feature a Therizinosaur, Nanshingosaurus. I am horrible at pronouncing names, even though I used to run a Jurassic Park themed channel. In the film, there was going to be that. It had a really cool look design to it. It looked like a giant anteater in a way. This was confirmed by the old scrap storyboard designs for the film, along with many other changes, with Alidar actually being a Maiasaur rather than the Iguanodon. Iguanodon was featured, but it appeared that there were only going to be a couple juveniles. Many dinosaurs having exaggerated features, making them more vibrant and alien-like rather than their real-life counterparts that we have today. Well, not today, but, you know, what we think they would look like today. You get the idea. Featuring many other species like a Margosaurus, Pachycephalosaurus, and even a Spinosaurus, but that is the best we know. It doesn't actually say it's a Spinosaurus. We just think it may be based off the design. Moving on from our fun facts, Disney's Dinosaur rests in the center of Dinoland USA, home of attractions like Primeval Whirl, a steel-spinning roller coaster that opened in 2002 and closed in 2020, Triceratops Spin, which opened in 2001 and is still there to this day, so it's like Dumbo Ride but with Triceratops, and something ahead of its time, pun completely intended, Lucky the Dinosaur. Lucky the Dinosaur was a free-roaming animatronic with, you know, audio features. Animatronic dinosaur that, you know, the very first in Disney history, mind you. This is absolutely fantastic if you can see the footage I have on screen. He walked on his own while pulling a wagon full of flowers, which I am guessing probably housed all of his mechanics and his speakers. He made noises, he growled, he chirped, he interacted with the guests. And believe it or not, he could even sign autographs with his mouth if a cast member would put a pen in his mouth. He stomped his way into the park of June 2005 and until August of 2005, where he was then moved all the way over to Hong Kong Disneyland in September of 2005 to celebrate their grand opening. And he even made an appearance in, I believe it was the World Science Festival in 2008. But the sad thing is, unfortunately, Lucky has not even been seen since then. It's unknown if he'll ever make an appearance again with the closure of Dinoland USA in the unknown future. I'm kind of hoping that maybe he'll make a return for like a retirement party for Land of Extinction. I like that. Land of Extinction. That actually is really cool. I do personally feel like maybe having him come back just to be like, you know, I think it would be a great idea. I really do, with me on my little side ramble here. I mean, with Dinoland USA moving away, that then means that we are going to have, you know, modern day wildlife mixed with a little bit of cryptozoology with, Expedition Everest. And then we're kind of taking away the most important part of wildlife, our how do I want to say this? Natural history here is where it all began, the dinosaur age, which, I mean, if you look at the Tree of Life, it has dinosaurs in it. So I'm a little surprised that they're just up and removing Dinoland USA. Big hope of mine is that, I was really hoping Dinosaur would still stay, because it is still a popular ride to this day. It's several years old, but it's still popular. It's like a 24-year-old little, what are we looking at? Almost a 30-year-old attraction that still holds up. I mean, yeah, given some of the dinosaurs don't always work, but, fix them, redesign them maybe. I don't know. I really was disappointed to hear that Dinoland USA was going to be replaced by all these different locations, but we'll be getting to that later on in this video. My biggest hope was that they were going to at least keep Dinosaur, but talking with a cast member in the parks, they weren't really able to disclose a lot of information to me when I asked, but they were able to tell me that exciting new things may be on the horizon. But unfortunately, it does look like Dinosaur is gone. It will be disappearing, as a permit was signed as of I want to say this month, really solidifying the extinction of Dinoland USA and Dinosaur respectively. So that way, it's disappointing. It is depressing, I will admit. It's cool to see Disney grow and evolve and all these things, but it really does stink to see one of, Animal Kingdom's first rides and, closing now and becoming something else. But like I said, I'll be getting to that further on in the video. One thing I was really hoping that they would do is, if they do close Dinosaur, don't just scrap the Aladar statue. Put the Aladar statue somewhere in the park. At least have things for Dinosaur still there. Have the Sue skeleton kind of just there, because prehistoric life is something that is it's not iconic. It's essential to our history. It's essential to wildlife. Everything we have today evolved from dinosaurs. Everything we had evolved from prehistoric wildlife. And it's dirty for Disney to just act like that never happened in Disney's Animal Kingdom. And I'm sorry, just a few dinosaurs up on the Tree of Life is not enough. Have Aladar statues somewhere. We already had an Iguanodon animatronic that was meant to be on an old boat ride that was then scrapped and put into the Disney vaults, never to be seen again. Do not vault the Aladar statue. Do not vault all the cool dinosaur statues that are in the ride queue line. Don't do that to us. Don't do that to... Just don't do that. we have so much to look at. So, don't get rid of them. Relocate them throughout the area, throughout the parks, or throughout the, Animal Kingdom, just so people can have, oh, hey, just so you know, over here is a statue of a velociraptor. Don't forget, that's where your chickens came from. Hey, over here is a statue of Aladar. Don't forget, we did have this ride here. For future generations, when they come through, let them be able to see Aladar. Let them be able to see these old statues. Let them be able to see the skeleton of Sue. So that way we know, and that we are reminded where our current, nature, where everything grew from. But as previously stated, at D23 in 2023, it was announced that a retheming of Dinoland was in discussion, bringing IPs like Moana and Zootopia to the park, which later then changed to Encanto and Indiana Jones, which will most likely take the place of Dinosaur, as the track and the cars are almost identical. I'm pretty sure they use the same system. While I'm very saddened, honestly, like I said previously, I'm super depressed about this, to see the removal of Dinoland and Dinosaur. It is always exciting to see the parks grow and evolve. However, the inclusion of Indiana Jones, this is where I'm going to kind of take a side note. The inclusion of Indiana Jones and Encanto seems a bit off to me. Why is an explorer who raids tombs not Lara Croft? Why is an explorer who raids tombs connected to Animal Kingdom? Exactly. What about that screams animals? Wouldn't that fit better over in Adventureland, like at Magic Kingdom, kind of like how Disneyland is, where Indiana Jones, I believe, is centered over there? As well as Encanto. Encanto, I can see kind of nature, in tune with nature in a way. But really, it's just one of the family members, like the youngest kid who gets his gift. where he's able to talk to animals, and he has like a best friend that's a capybara or whatever, or a tiger or whatever, or a leopard. It's just why is that whole area going to be about him? What exactly about that screams, you know, animals? Again, something I feel like that would be better over in not Animal Kingdom, but Magic Kingdom, because you have like Fantasyland, all that stuff. That's more over there, whimsical and magical. I really do feel like that would fit better over there. But, and then, you know, if that's the case, then they're scrapping Zootopia. Zootopia would have been a much smarter IP for this spot. I mean, it's animals, Zootopia. Animal Kingdom is a topia for all wildlife, prehistoric all the way to cryptids. We have a Yeti, for goodness sakes. Why exclude the one theme that actually fits? I love Disney more than anything, do not get me wrong. Obviously I do, or else I wouldn't have started this channel. But this particular choice has me scratching my skull a little bit, asking, you know, Mr. Iger, what exactly are you thinking here? But as of right now, we do not have a closing date for Dinoland USA or Dinosaur. So at this point, I want to leave it up to you guys down below. I would love to know, are you guys excited to see Dinosaur go? Are you guys, you know, sad to see the ride go? Are you guys sad to see the whole area just kind of be rethemed? Given Dinosaur and Dinoland, you know, Dinosaur is looking kind of rough these days, or Dinoland's looking kind of rough these days. It's pretty much just an empty parking lot where Chester's theme, little sideshow attraction, little carnival, whatever that's supposed to be, is looking. It really is just kind of an empty lot at this point. It is a barren wasteland. When I went with my fiance back in May of 2023, it looked rough. It looked, or 2020, yeah, 2023. It looked pretty rough. So I'm having to say that I do think some rework is inevitable and it is needed, but I do not want to see the whole area disappear. That's where I get upset. Like I said, you know, my idea, relocate all the statues, relocate things. That way we aren't just forgetting Animal Kingdom's history, Animal Kingdom's past. Let me know what you guys think below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please, by all means, give your best Hitchhiker's thumbs up. And if you guys want to see more Disney-related videos, such as Disney Park news, Disney-related anything, including Disney Dreamlight Valley, by all means, remember to possess that subscription button and join us here at the mansion as one of our happy haunts. Thank you all again. I was your ghost host. I am your ghost host. And I will see you all in the next video.
Ah, there you are. I see you made it to the end of the video. We quite enjoyed having you with us. Please remember to possess the subscription button. We are dying to see you again. Oh, and don't forget to bring your death certificate.